We all have their days where we are feeling super unmotivated, and in my experience, mostly it's a Monday where I feel I don't want to return to work because I had that weekend and it was so nice to relax, and now working again seems a bit far away. So in this video I want to share my experience, what brought a very big change for me to that topic, and how I'm handling and experiencing these days where I feel super unmotivated. I have the experience that in our society we learn to pull ourselves together and overpower this kind of feeling that I'm not feeling motivated to do something. But in my experience, this overpowering leads to even bigger depression later on, because that feeling that I'm not motivated will not go away through just continue and not listening to that and overpower it. So I recognized that, and that led me to another kind of way how I'm dealing with that. Because if we have that feeling that we have no motivation, then there's something or maybe something behind it, and it's absolutely valuable to listen to it and feel what is it, what brings that kind of feeling, and how does it feel. So as I started to listen to that and gave it some space, everything changed for me. So what I'm doing now is, if I have these days where I have no motivation, I listen to it and then I try to just do what is very, very necessary on that day. I know that we cannot always take some days off and say, today I'm not motivated, because life is going on, work is going on. It's not always possible. So what I prefer to do is, on these days, I'm just doing whatever is absolutely necessary to do. And if we think about this question, what is absolutely necessary, it will be already enlightening, because in my experience we do so many things during a day that are not absolutely necessary, but in this moment we may think they are necessary. But if we dive deeper into that, we see that it may not be that necessary. So on that days I'm choosing to do just the things that are absolutely necessary, and in the other time I try to listen to my body, to myself, what I want to do, what feels good for me on that day. For example, if there is sun, I prefer to go outside in nature, maybe go for a walk. Or on other days I prefer to rest, to have another time for having a short sleep, to stay inside, to spend time with myself, to practice some kind of meditation. So on these days I try to give more space to that and lesser space to the things that I think I have to do. And this is a big shift for me, because then if I'm doing that, the motivation will come back automatically. So it's not that I'm forcing myself to be motivated, but if I'm resting a bit, and sometimes it can even be half an hour, and then automatically I have again motivation, and I want to continue to do that things. But I really try to listen to that feeling and give myself the space, be kind to myself, and not forcing myself to do things that maybe not that necessary. And in my experience, it's so true that the energy is coming back, and there will be again that motivation, and maybe much more motivation if I'm listening to myself and take the time to give me some rest. If I give myself the time to rest, I have that much more energy that I can do my work in lesser time actually. On the days where I have no motivation, I can overpower that and I'm doing the things, but it's not the same because actually I don't have that energy and that motivation for doing it. And if I'm doing that kind of work in a later time, I can do it even faster because then I have gathered that energy and I can use it to be much more productive and efficient. And actually, for me, it's so important to listen to my own energy levels and feel and try to go with them. Then life feels much more flowing for me. Mindfulness and meditation for me means also to be loving to myself, to listen to my body, to my needs, whatever is important in that moment. And that doesn't mean that I will not do my work. It just means that I take a look inside and gather that energy inside in order to be able to do my work, but with another kind of energy. So I hope this video could be an inspiration for you to try to be kind to yourself, to listen to your own body, to your own needs, and take some rest if you need it. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you a beautiful day and hope to see you in the next video.